What's up, prospectors? Today, we find out why is Dig Daddy a dumbass? Don't go anywhere.
Shit in the back, old dreams in the dark. Dig Daddy's out there with a fire in his heart. Pay dirt on the table, sifting through the night. Glitter in his eyes, everything feels right. Hand in the water, fingers in the mud. Buckets full of promise, gold in the blood. Gear on the bench, tools of a trade. Hustling through the silence, riches to be made. Dig Daddy digging deep into the vein.
All right, prospectors, welcome back. So today we got one for you. A box of dirt we got off of an Amazon seller. Treasure Hunters All-American Pay Dirt. Guaranteed gold or diamond. Over 5 pounds of pay dirt, 1 pound of treasure. 1+ pound of treasure is guaranteed. That's a lot of gold. Well, we'll see what's actually in the bag. So, I'll throw the description up for you so you can see what's what. My bag I paid $30 for, or $25 for. Today it's at 30. But we have over 1 pound of authentic treasures. Each bag contains genuine polished stones, rough specimens, and precious finds including gold, diamonds, turquoise, pyrite, quartz, amber, arrowheads, and 20 varieties of gemstones and minerals sourced from across the USA. Complete educational experience. This is bold. This is the big letters. Includes comprehensive safety warning guide and identification chart to help classify your discoveries while learning about geology and mineralogy through hands-on exploration. Perfect for ages 5 and I should have read all this before I actually ordered it. Ready to use mining kit. Simply find a flat surface and any sifter and colander to pan for treasures. No additional tools or assembly required, making this an instant adventure for aspiring geologists and treasure hunters. Unique treasure mix every time. Each handcrafted pay dirt bag contains different combinations of authentic specimens, including sunstone, obsidian, jaspers, petrified wood, apache tears, fluorite, other genuine stones, creating a... I'm done. Handmade in Chicago with safety in focus. I didn't read all of that before I ordered it. See, I was in a hurry, thinking, man, I got to get some pay dirt in here, and I was sifting through Amazon. I got the Gold Baron stuff from there, and I was like, hey, let's get this too. So I ordered it up. Figured, $25, bag of pay dirt. Let's see what we got. I didn't read any of this stuff. This sounds like more of a gem bag. So let's keep that in mind. They're saying that this is a sift it and you're done. So, do we pan it? Apparently we don't need to. So are we going to find gold? That's probably not. But we may find a good time. So, let's head over to the bench, check this out, and see what my 25, your $30, or however much it is today, let's see what it gets us. Come on. Let's go. All right, welcome to the bench. Let's move it this way. There we go. Pay dirt on sale on the website if you don't know. Now, I already sliced it open because I heard some sand sifty sounds in the pan, in the box. So I kind of looked at it and I noticed this gray-green stuff all stuck to the tape. So I opened it up just to find that, yes, it leaked. It leaked green sand all over the place, which was weird because I thought this was pay dirt that I had bought. But it says we can sift it and get our goods. So I guess at this point, maybe the thing to do is just grab a thing and a thing. We got a sifter here from XP. This is the smaller of their sieves. I forget which classification size it is. I think it's like mesh is 6 millimeters, so 1/4 inch. And it actually fits pretty good in this little oil pan, tub, bin, whatever these catch pans, catch pans, whatever. Anyways, so that's what we're going to use to sift. So let's open this up. And yeah, the bag is double bagged, luckily, but that didn't really help because the sand got out of the bag. The bag inside burst. So there's this green sand all over the place, which is weird, you know. If it's just a for fun bag, that's cool, but I thought this was educational, so it's really weird to have this bright green sand. But, yeah. So this stuff is made or is put out by, and I didn't see this again until after I ordered it. If I saw this part, I would have never ordered it. Best Day Toys. Best Day Toys. So, a bag of pay dirt, something. There's the rip right there. It did split open in transit because I guess there was air in there and it popped its way out. But there's this little scoop and hammer thing. I'm not. Something. There's this, this shows you what kind of stuff might be in here. And it has this big gold. I highly doubt we're going to be finding any rocks of gold in here. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll put that over to the side. Continue online. Enter this code for up to 1 ounce of real gold. Don't steal my code. So you could win an ounce of real gold. I guess that's where the gold comes in. All right. Put that here. All right, anyways. Let's get all this out of here. Let's get this out of the way. Let's start sifting the stuff that fell out. Good thing they did have the bag, though. I gotta give them credit for that. I don't think we're gonna find anything in this part, but we'll throw it in there. Throw this shit away. So there's a couple little pieces of something. Looks like cat poop. I don't know what we're supposed to do with that. Chunks of some sunstone, I guess. Maybe you scoop those little cat poops out of it and break them up and there might be gold in there. Because this is actual pay dirt right here. I could tell that's like real, like, lightly cemented pay dirt. So what I think I'm going to do is I'll put all those on the side as we find them. We'll crush that up and maybe pan it out. All right, let's pour everything out. See what we found. We'll just hammer this out real quick. All right, there's all of our treasures. Boom, 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 just like that. So what do we got? We got what looks like maybe some opal, some calcite, Garnet maybe, but I don't think that's what this is. Rhodonite? Maybe? Just all sorts of different gems and stuff. There's one of those little toy arrowheads. Big piece of, I think that's quartz maybe. Claims there could be a raw diamond in here. Likeliness of that is pretty slim. There's this thing in blue. Let's open that up. Let's see what that is. Here, let's zoom in. Is this taped closed? No, it's not taped. It's just stuck. Sand got in there, so... Like maybe inside here there's a tiny diamond. Like here's the diamond. Amazing. Definitely no big chunks of gold, but there is a piece of fool's gold, some pyrite. I mean, this could be gold in here, could be diamonds, or could be any number of things. I'll tell you what I am, I'm getting freaking impatient. All right. Oh, there's definitely something in here. Oh, it's anthrax. Just kidding. Bring the noise. Holy shit, it's gold. It's like actual gold. Wow. Look at that. Inside of the treasure was a little packet of actual gold. Okay. Dude, mind blown. All right. Okay, all this stuff, and I was going to be like, okay, yeah, 25 bucks. Yeah, that was fun. But dude, there's actually gold in here. Freaking wow. Wow. Give it the Owen Wilson wow. Holy crap. I'm like seriously blown away, and that's not an insubstantial amount either. That's like a decent little pinch of gold. Freaking holy crap. Zoom in. Oh, I can't zoom in. Ah, I'm too far. Look at that. How about that, huh? All right. I'm blown away. I'm really surprised that there was there's that big giant amount of gold in there. I mean giant, but surprisingly amount. Anyways, we're going to move all this stuff over, get the scale out. I wasn't even expecting to use the scale today, but here we are. We're going to weigh this out and see how much gold we found. So we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. The gold was already dried up, but we got the scale all set up and we're ready to go. All-American paydirt. Found it on Amazon from the treasure hunters. All right, let's see how much gold we found. Freaking mind blown here, dude. All right. 0.111 grams of gold right there at 1/10 of a gram. We'll lock it in right there. Boom. Right there. Not bad. I'll take a couple pictures of the gold. The surprising gold that it was even there. I'm blown away. I'm really surprised. It shocked the heck out of me. But really pleasant surprise. Gold any day. And then we'll be right back with the final words and the ROI. But I'll take a few pictures of this and all the other goodies. And we'll be right back. All right, welcome back. Man, I gotta say, I'm really surprised. This dirt really blew me away. Um, because my hopes, once I started looking at the listing, I kind of lost hope, and I thought, oh man, I should have paid more attention. I even said it. I should have paid more attention. This is a gem bag for kiddies. It's even sold by a toy company. But let me tell you what. There was real gold in there. I'm blown away that it was even in there. I think I'm just ecstatic that there was gold in there, and that kind of completely changed my opinion of the dirt in the moment. But let's look at the dirt, and then we'll get to the gold, just because that's the way to keep things separate. The paydirt itself was not paydirt. It was that green sand that you can buy in bulk, you know, and it had some gems mixed in and some little trinkets and stuff mixed in as well. There's a little mini hammer, so you can take these little chunks of dirt and smash them up. Maybe there's a little bit more gold in there. A little scoop, just so you can scoop them out of the green dirt. At the end of the day, going through it was beyond easy, because all the stuff you want to keep is above, like, even I used a 6mm, a 1/4 inch. Everything was above that. You could use an even finer one to ensure that the smaller pieces get caught up. You could use a 10 mesh, and you're going to catch everything. So as far as paydirt goes, it wasn't that. It was really easy to go through. This is for children, I think. I think kids would have a great time going through it, finding these rocks, these gemstones, having this little guide to show them what they're finding. That stuff's a lot of fun. You know, for a kid, this is an awesome bag of paydirt. This is an awesome toy bag to get them interested, to give them an immediate reward. They're going to get these big chunks, and they're not like crappy pieces of rock that's been polished. You know, those those dyed agates that are all marble polished, you know, somewhere in bulk. These are raw gemstones. So the kids are going to grab these things and be like, oh, what is this? And they're going to go to the thing here and be like, oh, this is blue calcite. I see. That's pretty awesome. And they're going to have a specimen that they can put on their shelf. This is a piece that you could actually put in your kid could put it in their rock collection, and it'd be a nice representation of a blue calcite, because that's exactly what it is. It's a raw piece. Likewise, you know, there's a big piece of pyrite that they got, you know, nice big chunk. Big piece, I think this is quartz. You probably want to clean off, I think it's rose quartz actually. Clean off that sand that got stuck in the finer spots. Purry, I think they call it. Purrite. Some purple, really purple, pretty stuff. A lot of really awesome rocks is big garnet, sodalite, some hematite, an arrowhead. You know, one of those little for show arrowheads. Lots of cool little toys, big giant Apache tier, all sorts of cool stuff. And then hidden in there, I found some gold, man. Blown away by that. But overall, the kids are going to enjoy this kind of stuff. I kind of would have liked to see actual pay dirt here, real sand gravels from the river or something. Um, for a few different reasons, but apparently they're made in Chicago. I don't know how accessible pay dirt and stuff is to them. But overall, it's a very fun product as far as that goes. Had a good time going through all that. Let's talk about the gold. There was 1/10 of a gram of gold in there. Blown away. I was not expecting. When I got this open and I saw the green dirt, I was not expecting any gold in here whatsoever. I gave up on the notion that there was going to be any gold, and I figured that little card that said, here, you can win an ounce of gold, that was the gold. But sure enough, in that little container, I opened it up. I thought, who knew what was in the little blue paper in there? It seemed silly. Open it up, but sure enough, there's gold in there. There's 1/10 of a gram of gold. Blown away. So, let's put the numbers up on just the gold, just so we can get a number there. I spent $25 on this bag of dirt. It's $30 today, but I only spent 25, so that's what I'm grading it on. I spent 25. I found 0.111 of a gram of gold, so just a hair over a 1/10 of a gram, which has a today value of $13.87, which is 55% of my ROI. But that's not to say that's the only ROI I got, because all of these big, beautiful rocks have value. You can almost get, the bigger ones definitely have, they're like $1 to $2 to $3 a piece. If you were to actually go to a gem store and buy these things, they cost a couple dollars at least, $1 a piece at minimum. So definitely a good 10, 15, 20 bucks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Easily $20 worth of gems there. So, I'm going to say this is 100% ROI back to you in all the treasures plus the gold and the fun you're going to have going through this with the little ones, with the kids. If you're a little bit older, I'm going to go back and see if they have any other products, because now I'm really intrigued. I thought it was a goofy thing, but it turned out to be a lot of fun. And I'm curious if they got anything else a little bit more mature, aimed towards adults who are really after some pay dirt. But you know what? For a surprise find on Amazon, I gotta say, this freaking knocked it out of the park. I'm blown away. The green sand, not a huge fan, but we're gonna look past that and remember that this came from a toy company. And the last toy gold product that I got was that stupid gold bar from the store here, from the hardware store, and that was complete junk. It was a couple pieces of plastic and some crappy clay. It was just a huge freaking mess for some little pieces of worthless plastic. This, the other end of the spectrum, a great fun thing to do with your kids, and you'll have some real treasures in the end. And you might even find some gold or apparently diamonds. So, I'll leave a link down below so you can go check one out. Maybe pick them up for yourself. Check them out. Have some fun with kids. Or by yourself. Whatever. If you love gemstones and you love gold, grab a bag. Have some fun. Unfortunately, mine busted open en route. Is what it is. Didn't lose anything at the end of it. And at the end of the day, because it was just the little green sand. I'll get over that. But I wound up having a lot of fun with all the stuff that I found, and definitely mind blown with the gold that I found. So, there you go. Treasure hunters, all American pay dirt, freaking 2 thumbs up, out of nowhere, out of left field, a great bag of pay dirt. Go check it out. I'll leave a link for you. Otherwise, this is Dig Daddy. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. That way you don't miss any of my future content. And if you're not new here, or if you're new here, hit the thumbs up. That way everybody knows that you had a good time watching the show. Otherwise, don't forget to tune in Monday nights, 5 p.m. Pacific, for BSing in the Shed, where we BS, run some dirt, and give away a little bit of gold. But we definitely have a lot of fun. So don't miss out on that. And yeah, that's it. Otherwise, go check me out, backyardprospecting.com. The Prospector Shop got some goodies for you. And on that, that's all I got. If I don't see you out at the rivers, I will catch you in the backyard. Peace. Where is my lighter? Where is... Oh, hey. Get out of here. Show's over, man. Don't. You're going to get me in trouble. Hey, click that for some more paydirt reviews and down there for some gear reviews. God, get out of here. You're going to get me demonetized, man. Don't forget to subscribe.